I'm really excited to be on this call today with these three experts. Given the pandemic that is going on worldwide right now, a lot of business owners are actually feeling uncertain about business continuity. So actually, the four of us decided to band together, come together, collaborate. Given our skills and our expertise, we thought we could provide highly valuable information to solopreneurs, small business owners, medium-sized business owners, help them understand how business continuity can be maintained given the scenario that we're living in today. So I have on the call Rashida, who is a certified life coach from Sri Lanka, Rabab, who is an award-winning business coach. She hails from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, and currently is living in India. We then have Murtaza, who is an expert at understanding and making you understand how you can make a passive source of income from your products and services. He's also from India. And then yours truly. I will be taking you through what digital marketing looks like given today's landscape, and how you can, again, take your products and services and market them or go online from a brick and mortar store. I'm currently based in Calgary, Canada. And without further ado, I will pass it over to Rashida. And Rashida, you can take it over.
Hi friends, I'm Rashida, and as Tahir said, yes, I'm a law of attraction coach. So what is law of attraction? The thoughts that you send out come back to you. So at this time, when everybody is thinking so negative, when we are all so uncertain, when there's so much stress all around us, naturally, we are sending out a lot of positive vibes. So I'm here actually to tell you or to guide you, okay, to change your perspective. Because when you send out or when you feel negative emotions, okay, that's what is going to really come back, and that's what is happening all around us. So let us change our perspective. Let us change our mindset, okay? And then everything kind of wonderful is going to happen. So we are waiting for miracles to happen, but miracles can only happen when we allow the miracles to happen. So I am actually going to first of all ask you, okay, that how can we change our thoughts to positive in just a few seconds. Okay, say I'm feeling very down, okay? But if I can consciously, okay, look around me, and if I can just list down all the things that I'm grateful for at this moment, okay, I'm grateful that I'm healthy, I'm grateful that I'm speaking to you, and you should be grateful that you're listening to me. Okay, you are on this call for a reason, okay, because a miracle is going to happen to you. Okay? And so let us actually change our vibrations. Let us raise our vibrations by being grateful, by appreciating all that we have, and all this mess around us is going to actually lead us to something very beautiful. We are all going to move, okay, onto platforms that we had never imagined before, okay, and here we are, okay, the four of us are here to help you, okay, go onto that platform and go out and do a sustainable business, okay. And so now I kind of ask Rabab to take over.
Thank you, Rashida Ben. That was very informative. Okay, so now let's talk about when you are starting your business, what are the key elements that you need to keep in mind? Okay, so the first thing that every entrepreneur or solo entrepreneur needs to keep in mind is to think process and not product. Often what entrepreneurs make mistake is, they want to perfect their product, and they want to sort of make it, so perfect that they forget about, that the process is also important. So what you need to keep in mind as an entrepreneur, that your process has to be perfect, and then when you go out in the market, you get more customers, and that is how you can take your product further, and well, optimization can keep on happening. Okay, so now let's talk about how do you basically start your business. So the first thing that you need to keep in mind is, what do you value? Imagine if you have to go to work without any values, or if you have to serve something without any values behind it, or any intention behind it. So how are you going to serve that? So what you need to keep in mind is that, make sure that you are very clear that what is your business going to add value to the to your clients. So like I always say, that when your values are clear, you can make better decisions. Number two that you need to keep in mind is set your goals. So when I say set your goals, they should be long-term goals as well as short-term goals. So I mean, now that everything is going to be digitalized, and everything is I mean, we are forced to look for alternates and everything. So you need to keep in mind that your business, is it now going to be, are you looking at a long-term solution focus, or are you going to look at just the temporary, that's your focus. Number three that you need to keep in mind is, what are you capable of? So here you need to take your competency test, and you need to know that what skills do you have. Like, are you good in marketing? Are you good in finance? Are you good in creativity and thinking out of the box solutions? So these things you need to keep in mind, that these are my forte, and then you need to see, and then you'll come and understand that these are my shortcomings. So then, when you know your shortcomings, you know where you need to improve, and when you need to work, and where which area of your business you will need help from. So that's number three. Number four, you have to think of the resources that you have available. Like, for example, let's say you're testing a product. So do you have friends and family that can do your testing of the product and help you with the critics or testimonials? You need to see the resources, such as what is it that you can do, because one thing we need to keep in mind is that when you're starting a business, it's practically very hard, or rather impossible, to invest in every segment of the business. So you need to keep in mind that whatever resources you have, you make an optimum use of it. So resources, like I said, that resources available. If you don't have any resources available, say you don't know how to make a creative, you don't know how to make a video, or whatever XYZ that you don't know, where are you going to learn those resources from? Where are you going to understand how to take your brand further? So YouTube is one place where you can learn, go and freely go and learn things. Udemy courses available are free. So these resources you need to keep in mind, that what are the things that I have, and where are the things that I can go and learn. And lastly, number five, you need to set up now. So setup is a business blueprint that you need to sit and set up. So all those 4 points that I have said, you need to sit and write down, and you need to sit and write down your business mission, vision that you have, and everything, and that's called a business blueprint. And that has to be in place. Otherwise it's like you can say you have a business, but you don't know what the business is serving. So in a business blueprint, these are the things that you're going to include. Number one, who will you serve? Number two, what do you provide? Are you providing a service? Are you providing a product? What is it that you're providing? Number three, how do you want to be known, right? So you want to be known as somebody who has a when you have a status, or it's a status symbol, that is why your products are being bought, or is it a general or it is for a general masses that your product serves. Then what makes you different? Like, how different are you from your competitors or from other people that are in the market? What makes you important? Like, why is it that we should be buying from you, or why is it that people should be coming to you? Then what can they not do without you? Like, for example, if your product or service is not in the market tomorrow, what are the customers going to miss? So That is very important. That what is so special in you that everybody should come to you. And lastly, why would anyone need you? Like why is it why is it so important to come to you? So these are the 5 elements that you need to keep in mind, and that is how you're going to make your business blueprint. And yeah, over to you.
Hello everybody, my name is Murtaza and I'm a passive income coach. Today I will show you a couple of techniques of how to earn business while sitting at home. So let's start rolling. Let me share a PowerPoint presentation for further understanding. Currently most of us are all locked down at home. Sitting at home, we are either watching Netflix or Star Plus and wasting a lot of time. Behind every setback, there is an opportunity. So let's make the full use of it and let's start discovering of what opportunities are available with us. Work from home has been divided into 3 categories: skill-based, talent-based jobs, passive income sources, and offline business. So let's drill down into it. If you have passion for editing, you can go to platforms such as Filmora and Camtasia and try your skills. It's a very user-friendly interface, and it helps you in the enhancing your video editing skills. You can also make videos and launch them over Pond5. There are many other legacy stores where you can sell your softwares. If you are good in the education field, or if you want to provide tuitions, this is the time where you can record tuitions and start selling them on Teachable and Udemy platforms. If you're good in writing, then content writing is the platform for you. Another advanced level of content writing is copywriting. Copywriting even might earn $1,000 per hour for you. Ad creatives for social media is also a great platform. You can also build resumes and upload them on resume builders where people are seeking for resume writers. If you are good in designing skills, you can design banners and logos on interfaces such as Adobe Illustrator and Adobe Photoshop, and start selling them on Fiverr.com. If you have good designing skills, you can even design t-shirts and start selling them right away on Etsy, Amazon Merch, or Teespring. If you have a good voice, you can try the art of podcast, or you can go to woken.com and get jobs for voiceovers for videos. If you're good in internet marketing skills, you can do the art of email marketing, social media ads, Google ads, or crowdfunding. Now, what is crowdfunding? Crowdfunding is getting third-party funds available for developing a particular product. If you are good in general knowledge, Quizmaster is another option for you. If you are a good event organizer, then you can organize webinars for people. People pay you even for sending bulk SMS, and mass emailing services also can be practiced. Let me explain a little bit about passive income. A passive income is a source of income which can be done during your part-time, or a lot of people have passive income as their full-time source. So the first element of passive income is affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is basically selling a digital or a physical product of a third party and earning commission out of it. There are many affiliate marketplaces like ClickBank, JVZoo. There are many e-commerce platforms like Meesho and Bulbul where you can get products available at wholesale and start selling them on your own websites. If you have a particular product and you want to sell it on Amazon, you can white label it on and do Amazon FBA. There are a lot of virtual platforms such as Fiverr.com, Upwork.com, Freelancer.com, where you can do the jobs of data entry. If you're good in Bilingual languages, you can do the job of translation. There are a lot of proofreading jobs also available. If you are good in programming, you can do debugging skills of debugging software in offline and online. Same goes for service. There are a lot of online and offline service available. If you're good in public relation, you can go for call attending jobs. If you're good at accounts, you can go for taxation and accounts, which are very highly demand jobs on these platforms. You can also offer rental services. Like for example, if you have a camera, a laptop, or even a co-working space, you can rent it out to people at a very small nominal price. Let's say you have a hardware store and today you're not able to monetize it. Sitting at home, you can start creating your products and upload the products on your website and start advertising your products. You can create YouTube videos, product videos, unboxing videos, and start monetizing your website. Let's say, for example, into affiliate marketing or into a website, we will show you how to set up your payment gateways, how to do mass emailing, how to market your ads on platforms like Facebook, TikTok, or Insta. So basically, there are 101 ways to earn while sitting at home. There is no stopping. I would like Tahir to go on ahead with the next part of digital marketing.
So digital marketing, right? So I want us to start thinking about marketing in terms of compartments. So if you were to think of two work buckets mainly, one is what your customer journey is, and then the second is who your market is, right? So let us talk about the first bucket, your customer journey. And if I can get my screen to come up with the whiteboard, let's see. Okay, so let us talk about the two work buckets. So this is your customer journey over here, and then this is your who your customer is and how you're going to reach them. So on this side over here, let us compartmentalize that again and talk about in terms of funnels, right? So for a lot of businesses right now that are thinking about business continuity, who are brick and mortar stores, they're trying to go online, they're trying to go digital. The first thing that you want to understand and take care of is brand awareness. So when you go online, when you go digital, and for a lot of local stores, what you want to start doing is there is brand awareness within, let's say, a 2-mile radius around your store or a 5-mile radius around your store, or you may have a bigger radius where people know what your brand is. You want to piggyback on that brand name already, right? So, and if you don't have that brand awareness or brand recognition, the first thing that you need to do is brand awareness. So this is the stage where the customer comes to your website or to your store online, right? And is trying to understand what your brand is all about, what your core values are, who is the owner, who are the people who work over here, what their core values are. So this is the first stage at which the customer makes any point of contact with your business. The next stage, I'm going to actually meld two stages of the funnel over here. So the next stage is interest, and then the consideration stage. So in this stage, what your customer is doing is they're now aware of what your brand is, but now they're trying to understand if there is any interest in them going ahead and paying for your products or services. And then the next thing that they start to do with that is they start to consider. So consider meaning they start to look in what are other alternative offerings in the market today, right? So because now you're going on the online world, it is really easy to just do a Google search and just search if it is, let's say, a tutoring service. So they could just search tutoring services in Calgary or tutoring services within the zip code that they're living in, right? And there are a lot of other businesses are going to come up. So how do you differentiate yourself, make them interested in what you have to offer in that consideration stage? That is where you might come up with offers, reviews, testimonials, etc., etc. And then the last stage over here, this is where the sale actually happens. So they've now understood what your brand stands for. They're interested in your products or services. They've considered what other offerings are out there, and they've made their decision. At this point in time, this is where your closing skills come into picture. So at this last stage of the funnel, this is where actually money exchanges hands, right? And they actually come into either your program or buy your products or services. And this is where the sale happens. For a lot of business owners that I've been talking to in the past 2 to 3 weeks, who are literally just trying to pivot and go over online to the digital world, a lot of them are trying to just start right here in the sales cycle. We need to understand, if you did not have a presence online, you need to walk your customer down this journey. You cannot, there will be a now market. A now market is usually like 1 or 2% of the market, but you just cannot expect that everybody's going to come directly in this part of the funnel and just start buying your products and services. All right. The next thing that we will talk about is your customer. So this is, a lot of people will call it the avatar. People will call it customer segmentation. What is your vertical, right? So within this, we're going to talk about 3 things over here. We're going to talk about what, we're going to talk about how, and we're going to talk about who. So let us start with who over here. Oh, my writing skills are not very good today, or have never been good. Okay, so if you were to talk about who is your customer? So I want you to go back and really, with laser focus, just look at your customer database and understand who they are. I want you to start profiling them, their age, their demographics, their hobbies, where do they go for leisure activities, what is their household income, you know, what other brands do they buy. I want you to just start profiling them, right? And I want you to understand who they really are. Once you understand who they are, it becomes really easy for you then to give them a message. So that will be the what. So what are you going to actually tell them, right? What message are you going to give them about your products and services? And once you know who they are, you know what kind of language to talk to them about, right? And then the last but not least is the how. So now that you know who your market is, you know where they go to buy their products or their services. And then specific to your business products and services, once you know who they are, you know where they go to buy your specific products and services, right? So in this stage of the how, you now start to understand how you're going to reach them. So there are a lot of platforms out there today, right? There's Twitter, there's LinkedIn, there's Facebook, there's Google search, right? Your own website, blogs. There's this Pinterest. There's so much out there. You need to sit down and decide, where does 80% of your customer segment lie, right? And you could split it into different products and services, and then you can say, for this particular service or for this particular product, this is where my customer, 80% of my customer segment lies, or this is the platform that they usually go to, right? So that is where you want to reach them. So given these 3 steps of who, what, and how, you can start to understand and create a digital marketing strategy for your products and services, right? So that is it for me, actually. I want to keep it very short, succinct, information packed. And I'm really grateful that Rashida, Rabab, Murtaza, all of you came on the call. And we're hoping to continue to do this with more specific personas in the coming weeks. If you guys have any questions, if you have any specific business related or trades related questions, do leave us a comment. We have a Facebook community that is up, and you can join that community, ask us questions over there. All 4 of us are ready to answer whatever thoughts, concerns you have around business continuity. And if there's something that we can't answer, Within the four of us, we have a really, really good network of other mentors, people who mentor us, and even our colleagues and friends around the world. We can get your questions answered from them. So unless does anybody else have to add anything? If not, I'll give up about 2 to 3 minutes if anybody needs to add anything before we end the call for today.
No, we're fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you everyone for being on the call. To Rashida, Rabab, Murtaza, giving your time. Really appreciate that. And let us continue to do this. Let's continue to add value for business owners, especially business owners, given today's, everything that is going on today, all the uncertainty that is going on today. And I think if we can make a positive impact for even one person in the world, that is our battle won.